Hey everybody, you're watching CAD Roll Hunter. I've got a box potentially full of treasure. It's been sitting on my desk since September and I haven't even opened it yet. It is full of cool coins. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, this is James and you're watching my channel CAD Roll Hunter. Way back last year in March, I did a trade with one of my subscribers, Greg, and we've done a number of trades through the last few years. And when I sent him my last package, now I was the procrastinator there. He'd already sent me the package that he was sending me long before that. That was supposed to have been the end of the trade, but as soon as he got the stuff and opened it up, he said, I got more coming back at you, and sent me this box. He mailed it in September. I haven't even opened it. I've been so busy with some home renovations and music related stuff that I just haven't been able to go through this stuff yet. So today is the day we're gonna get into this box. Now, I actually don't even know what's in here. Usually Greg will send me an inventory of the coins to say, here's what we're doing in a trade, but this was sort of tacked on at the end. All he said was, I hope you've got a place to put some half dollars. So that's what I'm kind of expecting, but I don't know really what's in here, how many coins, what years, any of that sort of business. Now, one other thing that I thought might be important was that Greg is a little bit particular about how I store and display my coins. He gets a little upset if I'm not treating my coins well. So I've got a second package here I think we'll open up first. In anticipation of this opening, I ordered over the holidays some Whitman folders. I'm going to get in here. So not just the half dollars, but I got a couple of others as well. So I'm going to open this up. I got to say, they got this pretty well packaged here, but look at this. I got four, I think. I've got Washington quarters, 1932 to 1990. I don't even remember what I got, to be honest. Roosevelt dimes, 1946 to 2022. So Greg has previously sent me a bunch of Roosevelt dimes and a bunch of Washington quarters. So we want to give those good homes. Kennedy half dollars, 64 to 2002. And then I think I got another one here. Kennedy half dollars starting 2003. So I got lots of good homes. I'll keep these two out because we might be able to put something in here that's in the box from Greg. Okay, we got us some bubble wrap here, and there's a lot of stuff in here. I can see that. Oh, and then there's something at the bottom that says open, and I'm gonna have to try to get in there. Give me 1 sec. Okay, he wanted to make sure I didn't miss this. It looks like there's some paper in there, so it might be an inventory of what's in here. I'll open it up, but I don't want to spoil the surprise completely for me. So there's definitely an inventory in here, and it looks like there's more than just half dollars in here. But like I said, I don't want to spoil the surprise. I'm just going to put that over to the side for now and take a peek at what's in this envelope. Well, this is very cool and completely unexpected. We've traded back and forth with a bunch of coins, Canadian coins for American coins, and silver and other issues, but never really any paper money. This is very cool. These look to be all uncirculated $2 bills. This first one here from 1976, that is awesome. I love these bills. That is a beautiful, beautiful bill from 1976. Almost 50 years old. This one here from the 2003 series. And the 2003A. We've got 2009. 2013. And the 2017 A series. That is just incredible. I want to put these aside. I don't want to get any creases or folds or bends or marks or anything on these. These are incredible. Thank you, Greg, for sending these along. Completely unexpected. Definitely not half dollars, that is for sure. But let's get into this bad boy and see what we got going on. It's bubble wrap within bubble wrap. And I got to use the scissors to get in here and unlock the treasure that is in there. So I took a quick glance at the inventory that Greg sent, and it looks like most of the half dollars are going to go in this album here. They're the Clad half dollars as early, I think, as 1971, right up until 2002. There's a few others, but we've previously done a trade where he sent me a bunch of half dollars in the later years, particularly ones that are NIFCs. And I'll want to slot those in at the end of this video into the other album over here as well. So I'm going to open up these tubes and lay out the coins to see what we've got. And there is one other tube here that has some other things other than half dollars. We'll look at those after we do the half dollars. I feel I need to give a bit of an update. It's taken me probably 10 minutes to get these open. They're all taped up like this. And I mean, Greg was just trying to make sure they're not going to fall out of these tubes, and they certainly were not. In fact, it was going to take a lot of effort to get the tape off them. Let me get this one, and then we'll start looking at these coins. All right, starting off, there's a 1971. And looks like it's a little bit circulated, but you got to see this. Now, of course, it's over 60 years old, so I'm not going to hold that against it, but you got to check out this 1971 Philadelphia. Oh, sorry, this is the Denver. It looks like it just rolled out of the mint. It is absolutely stunning, just gorgeous. And I have to tell you why this is so cool for me is because when I started, just prior to starting my YouTube channel, of course, I was watching a lot of videos on YouTube with coin roll hunting, coin collecting. A lot of them were out of the States. Rob Finds Treasure is a good example, for instance, Diggin' Dave and others. Coin roll hunting, half dollars. And every time I saw that, I just was like, wow, I really wish I could do that. Now here's another stunner, 1972, Denver, just beautiful. And so, of course, we can't hunt US half dollars here in Canada. That's just not even a possibility. We can't even really hunt Canadian half dollars here in Canada because they hardly circulate at all, those what we call 50-cent pieces. Every once in a while I can get some from the bank, and I actually did a video. I'll put a link up above in the corner and to a video where I did half dollar hunt because I actually got rolls of 50-cent pieces and dollar coins from the bank. Another beautiful, beautiful 1974. Look at that. So just something I always watched and just wished I could do. You know, you almost kind of want to take a road trip to the States and just go to the bank. And here is a beautiful bicentennial, 1976. This is going to be the Clad. I think they also made these in 40% silver as well. I think I have some in my collection. In fact, I'm pretty sure I won one on a YouTube giveaway with Hunting Southwest Ohio. So very cool. We've got a whole run of dates here. 77. And I'll go through this pile and I'll get these ones here into the album, get that started, and then I'll move over to the next pile. 79, so we're going to get into the 80s here. 79, Denver. 1980, you get the picture. These are some beautiful, beautiful coins. So again, just ones that I can't easily get into my collection here. There are also some really nice 1982s and 1983s in here. And if I'm right, I believe that was a set of years where the mint, for whatever reason, didn't produce uncirculated sets. So they didn't have those mint sets that are quite popular. If anyone knows why that was the case in those years, put a comment below and let me know because it's just so curious. It's something that's been going on for all of these years, but for whatever reason, in a couple of years, they didn't do that. I'm going to put these ones in the book, get started here, and fill up some of these slots. It looks like we're probably going to have most everything filled up except for the proofs likely. I kind of messed myself up a little bit as I was putting them in here because the mint marks on these are so small, and in the early years, the Philadelphia minted coins don't have a mint mark. So that tiny little D, if you can see it there, you know that's a Denver. And you can see I've got some of these pages all filled up here. This is looking fantastic. But in 1980, they started putting the P mint mark on the half dollars. So I saw the little mint mark, I slotted it into the Denver, and then I went to pick up the other one and noted that it actually had the little D on there and realized that was the year they started putting the mint marks on there. So have to be a little bit more careful moving forward. So I've emptied out those tubes. I got the rest of these $half on the mat here. By date, we've got an 84D, 85 P&D, 86 P&D. There's no 87s. Many of you will know that that's a key date. They were not intended for circulation. They're lower minted than other years, but the reason Greg didn't send these is because we did a trade a couple of years ago and he already sent them to me. So I've got them and I'll be able to put them in here. In fact, I've got them set aside right there and some other ones from my collection that will fill some holes. We got 88 P&D, 89 P&D, 90 P, 91 P&D, 92 P&D, 93D, 94 P, 95 P&D, 96 P&D, 97 P, 98 P, 99 P&D, 2000 P&D, 2001 P&D, and then there are a few other years here, 07, 08, I think that is an 09, 12, 14. These, I think, are all NIFCs. They'll go on the other album, and I have some of the rest of the ones from those years from previous trades with Greg. He's probably noted which ones he didn't have at the time when we did our last $half trade, but I'm going to get these guys in the album, and then I'll look at these ones here that are from my collection that I think will fill some spots. All right, they've found their homes now. I've got coins on every page here. Just a few dates that are really missing outside of the proofs particularly. I don't have a lot of those, but I do have some and some others here that we can fill up some spots with. So I mentioned already the 87 P&D I got in a previous trade with Greg, so I'll slot those guys in. And I've got the silver years. Some of these I got in junk silver. A couple of these Greg sent me in a previous trade. So those I can slot in the early years. And then some proofs that were in previous trades with Greg. I've got a 96S, a 78S, a 71S, a 73S. I guess I pulled these all out of order. A 2005S. I got this on a live stream, coin roll hunting, $half with Walker Magnet. Go check out his channel. If you're a Canadian and you want to do $half hunting, there are lots of options online. There are a number of channels that will let you buy into rolls and do some coin roll hunting, and they'll even ship what you find to Canada. So that's great. On this particular video with Walker Magnet, we found two proofs. We got this 2005 S proof, and then I got a 2012 silver proof. Unfortunately, there's no spot in the album for the silver proofs, but that's okay. So I'm going to fill all these guys up, get them out of their 2x2 flips and into their new home. Now we're coming together. I got all my silvers in here as well as the proofs. I've got this one here and there are a few more in there. I'm going to get these other guys into that album as well as all of the ones from my 2x2 flip binder. Well, thanks to Greg, I'm making great progress in my album from 2003 on. I have most of the P and D issues with just a few exceptions. It's the proofs that I would need to do a little bit of work on and maybe some of the more recent issues, but that's pretty awesome and it's a great start. And they've got a great home with this Whitman album. Let's have a peek at what we've got in this guy here. I wasn't expecting anything more than $half. So right off the bat, it looks like we're going to have some newer issues. We've got a beautiful 2024 Denver Lincoln cent. So I absolutely don't have that. And then some of these 2023 quarters that I haven't seen here yet. So we've got Eleanor Roosevelt. And then I don't even think I've seen some of these ones. The Reverend Dr. Polly Murray, Hope, it says. Patsy Mink. Wow, beautiful coins. Look at this. Edith Kanakaole, if I'm saying that right. 1968. That one looks to be pretty spectacular. That must be a proof. And I had to throw that one under the scope because I could barely even see it. I couldn't see the S mint mark there. It is an S minted proof, absolutely. Definitely one I don't have. And then speaking of proofs, I spied this guy over here. This one, a 1981 with that cameo appearance on both sides. Beautiful. And then what do we have here? 2013 Fort McHenry. This might be one. Oh, it's also an S minted coin as well. Awesome. And I don't think that one is, oh, it is a proof. It is a proof. Absolutely. Okay, it just doesn't have the same kind of finish as the that 1981, but I don't have that one either. Here is a Sacagawea dollar. I had to look on the rim to see that it is a 2021 Denver. It's really hard to see. And this is not intended for circulation. Another beautiful one. This one is the 2022 Denver, also not intended for circulation. This one here is a 2015 Philadelphia. Again, not intended for circulation. Here's another one, beautiful one. This is another one of those innovation dollars that I've seen previously. This is Kentucky Bluegrass. This one is a 2022 Philadelphia. A couple more, both from Mississippi. One is from Philadelphia. One is from the Denver Mint. These ones here, PND from Massachusetts, showing the telephone. And a couple of proof dollars, Ulysses S. Grant and William Henry Harrison, both of which, of course, I don't have. Awesome. What's great about this is that I am so unlikely to get any of these things coin roll hunting, although it's possible. I found a couple US $1 coins in with loonies here in Canada, but very, very unlikely, and particularly not some of these in just beautiful shape here. And it's a real treat to be getting some of these newer quarters. Again, I see these on videos, coin roll hunting in the States, but they just trickle in ever so slightly into Canada. Every once in a while we might be able to find one. And these proofs are pretty awesome as well. So huge thanks to Greg for helping me out, rounding out my collection with some beautiful half dollars, filling up some of these Whitman albums that I've picked up to give these coins a beautiful home, as well as not just coins, but some really beautiful $2 banknotes. Recently been watching some videos in the States of people getting arrested spending $2 bills because apparently a lot of folks don't know that they're even real things. I guess they don't circulate there, just like our 50-cent pieces don't circulate here in Canada. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed looking at some beautiful coins that I got in a trade from Greg. I am a huge proponent of trading. There are some things as a collector you probably aren't going to easily get, but someone else might have extras. And wouldn't it be great to have two people round out their collections without having to go to a coin show or coin roll hunting forever to find stuff? Trading is a great way of getting the things that you need and helping someone else out with their collection. And it has certainly worked for me to really fill up my US collection. It's been incredible. Thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate it. Go ahead and click that subscribe button, hit the like button, and you'll find it when my new videos are coming out. I have new videos coming out all the time. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next time. The sponsors of today's video are Lighthouse Canada and the Charlton Press. Lighthouse Canada is the leading supplier of high-quality numismatic supplies in Canada, and the Charlton Press is the leading publisher of coin and paper money catalogs and price guides for Canadian collectors. Go check out their online stores today and use the exclusive discount code CRH20 for 20% off all your purchases.